Hey guys, this is the Admiral here. Welcome back to the Admiral 2, where everything else goes. We are back in our series called Big Bad Builds, where I build, well, slightly ridiculously oversized things in Minecraft, and I showcase them to you. Today we have built something that I call the Sky Farms. Dun dun dun! These are my ridiculously oversized farms that are in the middle of the sky for no apparent reason, and they're built with this little spiral theme to them. Let me give you the tour, and let me tell you a little bit about this build as we fly around and examine just what the heck is going on. As you can see, I've created these gorgeous sort of spiral structures with tilt land. There's actually 18 blocks of tilt land on every single platform. I left a little bit of the grass in there. I didn't want to till everything, even though it's connected to the water tiles, because I wanted to have that green color in there just to make it look a little more, interesting, rather than have everything covered with plants. This one's a sugarcane farm. That one was a wheat farm just now. And what I did was I built in a spiral pattern, and I built these beautiful birch walkways around it for you to walk around and explore the farm and, collect your farmed goods. And then in the middle, you can see there's this big lava pillar encased in glass. Because I figured, well, if you're building a farm this high up in the sky, you're probably going to need a light and a heat source, just to keep your plants healthy, because it's going to be freezing this high up in space. So I built the lava core in there just to make it look a little bit more interesting. I think it looks really, really cool. So there's a ladder attached to the center core for you to go all the way down to the bottom really quickly. Otherwise, you're going to have to spiral all over the place. And then all the farms are connected to each other with these big, well, not really big. They're really narrow, actually. But narrow sort of sky walkways made out of birch wood. So over here, we have the big barn where we're going to store all our farm goods. So you get a bunch of chests over there, and just a lot of storage. And then after that, the spaceship will come and pick up all the farm goods and send them to the space markets or whatever. So I also added a couple of little houses, not too many of them, in random locations connected to the main walkways where the farmers live. And these being space farmers, they're very comfortable walking on these very narrow planks. So just a little humble abode. Nothing too fancy, because they're all just farmers. They don't have mansions and everything. So we got a sort of combination farm over there with potatoes, carrots, and wheat. We've got a melon and pumpkin farm over here. We got a wheat farm there, sugarcane farm there, carrot farm over there, potato farm at the back there. And this was created in Minecraft 1.5.2 with no mods. There are no mods used to create this thing. I literally placed everything block for block. So I repeated the same pattern 6 times, block for block, and created the pathways that connect them at all different heights and stuff like that. So the texture pack is BDcraft, the one that Yoxcast used. I kind of like it as well. And yeah, this has been my build. So one more little hint as to why this creation is built in this particular shape is if you look very clearly, the water is flowing. So the water is not still water. It's not an unlimited water source. Every single one of these farms have only one source block. If I put the fence post there, as you can see, that's a source block. And everything else is just flowing. And if I take that away, you can see that the water flows infinitely. So the inspiration for this came when I was watching a lot of videos of people playing Skyblocks, where you have basically one source block of water to do everything in that game until you discover the second one, obviously. But you're stuck with one to create, farms and everything. So, it presented itself a challenge where if you wanted to create a bigger farm, you got to be smart with letting the water drop and travel. So I figured out that you can technically make an infinite farm if you're just smart about allowing the water to flow. Every time it reaches its maximum distance, you let it drip one down and then point it in another direction, and it keeps going on infinitely, just like we're watching now. So with that in mind, I decided to come up with this pattern and create, just big, humongous farms that are floating in the sky, and all of them have a single source block of water. I think it looks pretty cool, don't you? These huge, massive, spiraling structures in the sky. Maybe I'll expand on this. Maybe I'll make a whole sky city with this theme of spiraling around these central heat cores of lava. I think that's a pretty cool idea. So anyway, if you would like to build these designs, you're more than welcome to do so. Just try your best and figure out how to work the water around these spiral structures. constructors. If you would like a copy of this, send me a message and we'll figure out a way to send it to you. It is an MC Edit schematic, or it's a world save or something like that. If you want to play in this world and be a farmer in the spiral farms of disaster, send me any form of criticism if you would like, whether the build was cool, whether it was rubbish, if you liked it, if you hated it, just leave a comment, let me know, and maybe give me some suggestions and things you would like to see in future episodes of Big Bad Builds. Anyway, give you one last sweeping look through the humongous spirals in the sky, and that has been my build for what I call the Scott Farms. Alright? So hope you guys enjoyed this Big Bad Builds video. Hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration to build some stuff in Minecraft as well. This is the Admiral signing out for the Admiral 2. I'll see you next time on another episode of Big Bad Builds.